John, you are part of a small group of reporters meeting with the president in the Oval Office today. What do you expect to hear?
Well, the president, while I'm in the Oval Office, will be meeting with his Australian counterpart, the Prime Minister of Australia. Prime Minister Albanese will be in the Oval Office. The president will also have a working lunch with Prime Minister Albanese in the cabinet room. Certainly the president's going to get a lot of questions about the three top issues on his plate right now. The war in Ukraine, in the aftermath of the president's meeting on Friday with President Zelensky in the cabinet room. In addition to that, his upcoming meeting with President Putin. Also, the ceasefire that's now in place in Gaza. The president 1 week ago was in the Middle East. And then, of course, the president will be asked questions regarding the 20th day of the federal government shutdown and when that will be ending, if it will be ending anytime soon.
And, John, President Trump seemed to acknowledge that he might be getting played by Vladimir Putin, but it appears President Trump is really committed to a diplomatic approach to ending this war in Ukraine.
Yeah, I agree with you, and the president, realizes that this particular meeting that's upcoming is an important meeting. There was a meeting the president had in mid-August with President Putin in Anchorage, Alaska. I was there when the president met with President Putin. Nothing really came out of that meeting. But the president expressing optimism on Friday that he believes that Putin is interested in ending this war. I haven't seen anything to indicate that, but that's what the president believes, and we'll see if indeed this upcoming meeting, the president says it will take place in Budapest, Hungary within the next 2 weeks, will lead to some progress in terms of ending the war. And, I'm hopeful like everybody else is. But again, as the president often says, and he's right, it takes two to tango. And if President Putin doesn't want to end this war, it's not going to end anytime soon.
And speaking of the meeting with Zelensky that he had on Friday, I know you brought it up a few minutes ago. What was the holdup on the Tomahawk missiles?
Well, the president, I think, wants to see how this upcoming conversation with President Putin goes before he commits to that. Those Tomahawk missiles are very accurate. They're long range. They can travel well over 1,000 miles, so they can strike deep into Russian territory. And the president, is holding that out as a possibility, trying to put pressure on Putin to reach some sort of peace deal or go on the road towards the peace deal